Welcome to the heart of Sooner Nation, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. And if you aren't familiar with the saying, Boomer Sooner, you will be soon enough. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sooners will put total leather and will get started. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like...
For no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Horned Frogs are on the move. Touch pass on the run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Quarterback will keep it. The Horned Frogs pick up the first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They'll try it over the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the target. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football.
Oh, man.
Give the defense credit. They were able to swap that away.
Now opening drive, but this time facing third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback
He went out there and got pep.
fitted in a tight window.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish things off with
Yeah,
a 21-yard
Pat, you know how often it would be? Well, you don't know that, but I said, nah, that'll be straight. I mean, because it ain't too much of a difference from Winston and Greensboro. It might be like a 5-minute difference, depending on where you're going. Winston far, and then, you know, by my car, I get straight on the highway and go to Winston. Greensboro, I got to take the regular road.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see.
Yeah. And that shit don't make any difference. Man, I'm like, damn, Greensboro and Winston just as far.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
Oh, yeah. So that window, you got to go through all that track.
From the gun, trying to get to it. Finds a man on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Pressure coming. Using the quick game.
Yeah, so if you hear something, just let me know.
48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way.
Take what you get out there.
The give from the gun. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and management. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down.
Yeah.
Now you're set up for good success on third down.
Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43.
Oh.
Quarterback checking off.
No, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Really nice job.
Yeah, they're going to be looking at Glenn like, shut up, little dude.
Running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that third and short.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play.
Everybody towel around there.
Tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And I'll tell you what, when you run those little fellas, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning.
Right. Seems like our shit is running out fast as hell.
On second down, wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone.
Shoot, she gonna need that. She better
And let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
that'll be a conversation. She need to have Adrian.
You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Muscling ahead on third and short. He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Man, that D tackle is a
Yeah, like you feel me? Like you can't. She can't say you home working. Like you can't be. You feel me? You can't be there taking care of. Basically, like you as if you absent. You're a deadbeat.
They'll try to pick up the first. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Unloads quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets him on the ground.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Yeah, I'm about to say, only downfall on y'all in. Y'all only got one. I mean, it ain't a downfall, but you feel me? It's going to be hard to get but so much with one. Yeah, once you get that 3, 4 and higher, yeah, that when them numbers start looking. You start looking like $1,000 millionaire out there on them foods now.
Right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers.
Got a game change, then.
Stack another drive on top of this. Their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Yeah, you definitely be able to pull it off.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw.
Oh, hell yeah. She's stingy, too. Yeah, man. Yeah, now she getting boo-hoo.
They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. Go get that first
Say, what the hell is that?
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the offense.
He said she was sitting on steak out there.
Now adjusting. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football. But the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Steps away to find some room. He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the 1st down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that 1st down marker and get it.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Horned Frogs will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh my, he just shanked that one. First down for this offense. Reads it, fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down and run. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the end zone. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Quarterback will audible. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They'll put the tight end in motion. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Yeah, and I think on that third down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
This is hardly a surprise. After converting their first 2 4th down attempts, they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like...
He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Fires to the big fella. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Offense in an empty set. Corners are going to bail. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to... play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play and it breaks this trend.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Getting some heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job, and he can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back, you got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
He's got it on the right. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The inside handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Yo.
Really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
Be out there pissed off, boy. Damn.
He's looking to throw. Slips it, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
Yeah. Hey, that'll crush you right there now.
Great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball.
That why I K'd in then. Y'all ain't had no business in that motherfucker.
Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Damn. I know they were heartbroken over there, boy. Trying to pay the rent.
The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
You see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Direct snap. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Now he's going to break the pocket. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Little touch pass to the receiver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Horned Frogs look to keep this drive humming. Now on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 10, TCU 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick handoff. Just ran him over. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with this defense and they get the ball back.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. And you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll run it from the gun.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Now rolling to the left. At the 15, he's loose.
These guys aren't human beings. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes.
Hey, you bring me a fork.
Pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Quick strike complete. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The give as they work on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
All right, give me a few. I'm gonna call you right back.
You better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Looking left. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Sooners inside the final minute, trying to protect the lead and the ball. He'll keep it himself. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land. All there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to pick up a first down. On the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Sooners line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Feeling some heat. Finding open areas. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Touchdown, TCU! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
TCU.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Man, that was exhilarating, incredible game from start to finish, and I mean the very finish.
And you have to dial in at those moments, right? It's easier said than done. Oh, I'm going to call this, but in the clutch, when you need it the most, you got to put possessions together. You got to get in the end zone.
Fucked up when he called that time out.
Got to be jacked.
Looking back on it, too, was there ever any doubt that that was the guy they were going to go to when the game was on the line? This dude's been making plays all season long. You got to put the ball in the hands of your best playmakers in situations like that, and that's what they did.